I feel sorry for old girl. Like, I feel sorry for her. Because I know the circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. I literally told him, every time your current come up says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'ma drag you. Whoever get you, they'll see. They'll see. I seen one of these. She was like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she out at me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I just don't understand why when every time somebody has something to promote, talk about that. Talk about whatever your endeavor is that you have coming up. It's so easy. It is so... The same publicist that y'all use to push stories out, that's the same publicist that before you walk into the room, you say, hey, anything about Ram, anything about this? I don't want to talk about that. Oh, if that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage, because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. All of our other kids, they're grown. They're the same age as your girl. You know, they're the same age. DJ was born in 95. She was born in 96. So I know how to deal with people of this age. You understand?
You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like you're just over here.
And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think.
Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it. Like,
and let's be clear, nobody's scared of nobody.
Oh, hey, I know y'all know who this funny motherfucker is.
What up, gang? See my nose, nigga. Papoose hit me with a book.
Papoose done hit Cub with a book for running up on him playing them games, man.
Game, bro. Like, the games, you win silly prizes, right?
All right, because this is layered. What happens when an ex-wife, a new girlfriend, and a world champion boxer start throwing what look like subtle shots? But everybody knows they're not subtle at all. And what happens when a father publicly accuses his own daughter's husband of manipulation and money issues right after a romantic onstage reproposal? Yeah, this week in celebrity drama, it escalated fast. Let's start with the situation that had everybody zooming in on jewelry. When Remy Ma stepped out at the Super Bowl, she wasn't just attending, she was making a statement. Dressed head to toe in a custom look, glowing, confident, she posted a video and said something simple but loaded. Can't copy that. That's custom. Now, to the average person, that might sound harmless. But to people who've been watching the tension build between Remy and Claressa Shields, that sounded like a direct shot. Because for months now, fans have been side-eyeing Claressa, saying she seems to mirror little things Remy does. Hairstyles, fashion choices, poses. Not all the time, but just enough for people to notice. And when you mix that with the fact that Claressa is currently involved with Remy's estranged husband, Papoose, suddenly that custom comment didn't feel random, and Claressa didn't let it slide. She hopped online, fired up, calling herself the one, the only, and the original. She said nobody could copy her, told critics to line up next to her, basically made it clear she felt challenged. But here's the thing, how when someone says, can't copy this, and another person responds defensively, that tells you they felt something. And that's when the drama went from subtle to sparkling. Because Valentine's Day rolled around, and Papoose didn't hold back. He took Claressa out on a romantic beach date. Beautiful setup, ocean backdrop, real soft launch vibes. But the real moment, he gifted her a Van Cleef bracelet. Not just any gift, a Van Cleef. That luxury brand carries weight. And almost immediately after that moment went public, Remy posted a photo. Not one bracelet, not two, a stack. Multiple Van Cleef bracelets layered on her wrist with one word as the caption, layers. Now listen, nobody had to explain anything. Nobody had to tag anybody, but the timing, impeccable. And Claressa? She responded again, posted her own bracelets, then captioned it, yin to my yang, thanked the real papoose. See how that escalated? This wasn't about jewelry anymore. This was a silent flex war. But underneath that shine is history. Remy Ma and Papoose weren't just a couple. They were seen as one of hip-hop's most loyal love stories. He stood by her during serious legal troubles years ago, held her down publicly, built that ride or die image. So when rumors started surfacing that they were separated, fans were already emotional. Then Claressa entered the picture. Now here's where it gets complicated. Claressa isn't just some random woman, she's an undefeated champion, a powerhouse, a gold medalist, a two-division undisputed boxing champion. She doesn't seem like someone who would play copycat games. So why does it feel like competition? If Claressa is secure, why respond to every little jab? If Remy is over the relationship, why post subtle digs? Because sometimes it's not about love. It's about ego. It's about territory. It's about image. And social media has made it so easy to say something without saying it. A caption here, a bracelet there, a repost, a song choice. Nobody names names, but everybody knows. And the internet split right down the middle. Some say Claressa needs to stop reacting. Others say Remy shouldn't be throwing rocks if she's moved on. And some people believe Papoose might actually enjoy being in the middle of two powerful women competing. But just when that drama was peaking, another situation exploded that made this one look light. Because while the internet was arguing over bracelets, Fantasia Barrino was preparing to defend her marriage publicly. And this one? It hit family. Fantasia has been married to Kendall Taylor since 2015. What shocked people back then was how fast it happened. They only knew each other for 3 weeks before tying the knot. 3 weeks. A lot of people doubted it, said it wouldn't last, said it was impulsive, but here we are, over a decade later, and they're still together. Recently, during a performance in Houston, Kendall surprised Fantasia on stage with a re-proposal, and it was emotional. He talked about how she chose him every morning for 11 years, how they prayed, fasted, fought through struggles together, how he never properly proposed the first time. The crowd was cheering. Fantasia was emotional. It felt like a fairy tale redemption arc, but not everyone was clapping. Because shortly after that moment went viral, Fantasia's father went live, and he didn't mince words. He claimed Kendall was manipulating her, said money was missing, alleged there was no paper trail, claimed a financial person from her camp was fired and raised concerns, suggested that this wasn't just romance, it was strategy. He even referenced religious points, questioned Kendall's wording during the proposal when he said, "She chose me." Argued biblically it should be the other way around, brought up warnings, implied prophecy, said he had proof. Now pause for a second. When a father publicly accuses his daughter's husband of financial manipulation, that's not light. And Fantasia? She did not stay silent. She posted her father's mugshot from a past domestic situation, played Evil by Eminem in the background, called him a donor instead of a dad, said she and her mother had covered for him long enough. She made it clear, she is the CEO of her companies. Kendall is the president. Nobody is stealing anything. And she promised to go live and finish the war he started. Now the internet is torn again. On one side, people are saying a father wouldn't speak like that publicly unless he was truly concerned. On the other side, people are saying sometimes parents struggle when they lose control, especially when their child becomes powerful, independent, and financially successful. And there's another layer here. Fantasia has been open in the past about difficult family dynamics, about struggles, about rebuilding her life after tough seasons. So when she publicly calls her father out and says they've been covering for him, that suggests this didn't just start yesterday. This might be years of tension finally spilling over. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Both of these stories as different as they seem, revolve around control. Remy versus Claressa? That's about image, territory, and who holds influence. Fantasia versus her father? That's about protection versus control. Guidance versus interference. And in both cases, pride is involved. Because let's be honest, if Claressa truly didn't care, she wouldn't respond. If Remy truly didn't care, she wouldn't post layered bracelets. If Fantasia's father truly trusted her judgment, he wouldn't go live. And if Fantasia truly didn't feel disrespected, she wouldn't expose him. These aren't random reactions. They're emotional. Oh, they're personal. And now, they're completely public. And when emotions spill into the public eye, social media doesn't just observe, it amplifies. Every caption becomes a clue. Every bracelet becomes a statement. Every live video becomes a battlefield. What might have been a private disagreement 10 years ago now turns into a trending topic within minutes. What makes this even more intense is that nothing feels finished. There's no joint statement, no calm sit-down interview, no clean resolution, just more posts, more subliminals, more accidental flexes, more lives hinting at secrets. And the longer it drags on, the louder it gets. And the fans? They're analyzing everything. Screenshots, timelines, body language, lyrics, old interviews. Because celebrity relationships today aren't just romances, they're brands. They're narratives people invest in, and when that brand looks threatened, people go into defense mode. Sometimes it's subtle. A caption, a song choice, a jewelry post. Sometimes it's explosive. Mugshots, public accusations, spiritual warnings. So now the real question becomes, what are we actually watching? Is this insecurity spilling onto the timeline? Is this a father genuinely worried about his daughter, but choosing the wrong way to show it? Or is this what happens when strong, successful personalities collide? And nobody wants to look weak, replaced, or controlled? One thing is clear. The bracelet battle? Not finished. The family feud? Far from settled. And if history tells us anything, the next move won't be quiet. So tell me, is Claressa overreacting? Is Remy sending messages on purpose? How is Fantasia standing firm or standing blind? Because this isn't just drama anymore. It's pride, it's power, and it's playing out in real time. Because this one, it's not black and white, and the story is far from finished. Like the video, subscribe the channel, and stay tuned for such more videos. Thanks for watching full video. See you next time. Love you guys.